lights in blue. No rights, incites the fight in you. For life, you know nice, you know like my hue. You strike, we stand straight as a stripe on cue. When you ask, why we burning up the neighborhood? As if the ghetto was created for the greater good. It's even burning where the Savior stood. We trying to self-destruct, it's what will make you do it. Trying to find a nugget of truth in something other than art, somewhere other than youth. It's all lies, everything under your roof. To learn that history's been slanted just to keep you aloof. It reaches moments when even the righteous choose violence. From silence to siren, a seismic environment in life's maze. Maybe what's left is the right way. I hate the black and your white day, but old heads saying, why the people outside trying to keep them young boys quiet? Get low, why them young boys wild? Looking at them about to start a ride. Good Lord, why them people outside trying to keep them young girls quiet? Get low, why them young girls wild? Looking at them about to start a ride. Good Lord. No way left to temper the temperature of the town. Hear the brush with death painting crimson across the ground. Down now, get behind something. A cause or some cover, take aim or take suffering. News cameras never get the pause. Only want the rumble in the jungle when they popping out the claws. Civil rights suddenly got a clause, declaring martial law. Too many ninjas tightening up their bras. Being lioness doesn't make it a lion less. And hunting down the cuz is a good way to lie and rest. Yes, stress and pressure bust pipes. No, ain't no fun when the rabbits behind the sights. Seeing fires burning as bright as the city lights. Fueled by revolt at its highest voltage ignite. Generations behind with numbers in decline are now the ones peeking out the blinds in these times saying, why the people outside trying to keep them young boys quiet? Get low, why them young boys wild? Looking at them about to start a ride. Good Lord, why the people outside trying to keep them young girls quiet? Get low, why them young girls wild? Looking at them about to start a ride. Good Lord. Hey, can I get an R for the riot? E for emotion, D for devotion. What's the commotion? You ask why we burn up streets that we live on. Did we get that notion from across the ocean? Such self-destruction, pain and the misery. We know nothing of infamy. Let's roleplay the history book. Reverse psychology, the apology. The Civil War wasn't fought for me, it was economy. Look, ain't freed the slaves, they recorded, but it took 100 years to piss in the same toilet. Ain't freed the slaves, they recorded, but it took 100 years to piss in the same toilet. Why? Condition the hate self since we met Christian and taught God neatly, thus in full submission to man. This a devilish plan to pull that monkey business off. You need one hell of a clan, you understand? A devilish plan to pull that monkey business off. You need one hell of a clan, one hell of a clan, one hell of a clan.
In a battle with your own mind.
This is the sound of rushing wind, a hurricane inside my brain. I let the storm out through my pendant. Many men will feel my pain. I claim no one, I am the shogun. I am the sun, moon, stars, and emotions. My gun weighs a ton, pointed at the black glass, blasting. I'm out the rain. Let it loose, let it free, let it exist and let it be. Let it go. When I'm in a battle with myself, I drop the hammer so quick like Geronimo, scalping the dishonorable ego. Sick like H1N1 measles. Midnight keystrokes, typing out my defects, my assets. At least so I'm looking at my true face. Illegal entry to therapists and outside entities. Centuries I've been moving about this universe, surfing across the Milky Way in a filthy way, but I clean my act up like acne. Back up my Mac truck, fill up the trunk with taxing lessons to maximize my presence on Earth. Will distract me, not a race but a marathon, larger than life like a Macedon. Rope against see with the cast is on, healing fast and the last is on. My power is now at 8.5. Can't wait till I get to 10. Can't break a man who's made of water. Can you read my grin? Can you read my grin?
Hydro, can you set the streets on fire? Wherever you go, see the black smoke, can't escape the deep desire to put up on a show. Hydro, can't escape the streets on fire. Wherever you go, see the black smoke, can't escape the deep desire to put up on a show.
I ask,
give me the knowledge and wisdom to craft stronger words and live them. Eliminate all hate from my system. To spread only love's the mission. I can't remember who you are, Mr. Corey. Do your part, be your own category. Protection in abundance is with you. Be not afraid, there's no end to this truth. Help us all to shine, I say. Spirit, bodies out of mind, I pray. And then I'll call back the pieces of me that I left in the deepest of seas. Not really work in mysterious ways, but rather search and there will be light. Spread it too and you will be changed, unified by the breath of life.
Hydro, can you set the streets on fire? Wherever you go, see the black smoke, can't escape the deep desire to put up on a show. Hydro, can you set the streets on fire? Wherever you go, see the black smoke, can't escape the deep desire to put up on a show.
Dear Deaky, seen you at the club last weekend. Them jeans was pretty skinny and them bottles pretty freaky. You networking, that's what they call it now. It seems to me you really need to set your wallet down. You're 30 looking like a student in the college town. A mindless zombie, all you do is follow sound and crimes. Why you seeking to be a squire when God promised you empires? You've been hired by the highest. Man, you looking like the pious, stuck in cycles like dryers. Out to peel you away with pliers, outliers. That's what you seeking to be. You're yelling YOLO like it's promo in indecent degree.
Seated in a heated shouting match between my echo as I mutter and stutter through Sutter Kane's manifesto. Sanity is retro, insanity is now. Instagramification, let the vanity run wild. Double tapping that ass, done with tapping that ass. Watch officials make it clap with oil bodies and cash. From a highway to heaven, hunted something on the dash to a side street and haters broke down out of gas. Conflicted with the digital and physical, remake or original. Ass out and dusty, folks so close to aboriginal. Lungs screaming troll, but them pockets close to Reginald. Got the car note, but insurance looking skeptical. Internet self got a cool profile, so cool. Got me wondering what he doing right now. With a pack of dimes lounging by the pool right now. And found a designer items I'm returning right now. Be you.
Hydro, can't escape the streets on fire. Wherever you go, see the black smoke, can't escape the deep desire to put up on a show. Hydro, can't escape the streets on fire. Wherever you go, see the black smoke, can't escape the deep desire to put up on a show. Hydro.
Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost.
Trapped God in a cellophane. A string of psychedelics grew from a better plane. He came to her, she laid claim to him. They blamed the world for pain, change, and sin. Nothing was protected, love was eclectic, sparking the land of ladies electric. He was playing fast and loose, while she played masseuse in efforts to soothe a soul so reckless. Them so restless from fighting the struggle. Even a king's reign can be found in a puddle, with plenty of her tears mixed in as the lights grew dim, with the whole universe tuned in. The purple haze left behind as a long goodbye to a cloud short life in the sky. Eventually rain down purple on this tiny blue marble as a soundtrack to when doves cry. Sometimes it's a
beautiful world, dirty cruel world, wonderful world.
I heard a little black rose crooning, musta had a bit of pruning. Morning turned nooning, little dewdrops got her swooning. Oh Lord, found peace in the Bethlehem manger. Oh Lord, fell fast as a feather in the vacuum chamber. Oh Lord, she from a mean street, many envied all her green peace. Didn't even want her in the game, small change from the cheap seats. Oh Lord, watch her grow dough, made of seasonings that we don't know. A seedling with a gold glow, reaching through the snow slow. As predators lurking the cornrows in the world that led to the thorn growth. Met a man better than his wardrobe, body language speaking in hormone. Oh Lord, what to do now? The past got her confused now. Paint over the blue, paint is nothing new. This queen got a new crown. Oh Lord, let's kneel and pray. Allow me some skin on these words that we say. Oh Lord, if you up above, I'm on a seat. I can sow into love.
I've got a right, yes I have, to pick the little flower that blooms. I've got a right, thank God, to look out at the sun and the moon.
without the pills and other things and get real with it. To not reflect and project these feelings I'm harboring. To not give fuck by whose feelings I'm bothering. It's startling how hard it is swallowing truth. I'm dry heaving on the daily need to water my roots. I'm supposed to be the type of soldier God will recruit, but I lost my troops and it's so hard to regroup. Look, I'm trying to cope, losing hope, out following smoke. When I approach, they looking through me as if I was a ghost. Cause I'm not in the present. I'm present, but not my essence. Don't count these seconds, nigga, count your blessings. Look, but time is money, and if a brother ain't counting dollars, I'd be homeless in the mountain hollers. It's hard, I'm at odds between earth and star, but for the moment, put the perp in the guard, my nigga, and let's
learn from my mistakes, breaking up the leaves, burn them in my place, ashes in the breeze, smash them in your face, for rehashing the past. Now you can taste the history, misery and peace, yet peace is in the present, so I make a constant effort to feel my feet against the street the way we feel the beat, rattle and roll, handle the bass line like I straddle my goals tight, with a whip in sight, with a whip that's like 1,000 sarcastic talk show hosts, and a vicious right jab to mic stands, which might land the riches I grab in the right place, the heart chakra. The riches I speak of are not of a monetary operating system. Your loss of nauseous, non-spirit driven operas are not my cup of tea. My people fuck with me because I'm fucking free. I live in the now, the future's unknown, but I cook my destiny without a recipe. Just me and God to see beyond.
It ain't like it was your life.
They say the good die young.
You can't count on the future, only the past. It ain't like it was your life.
They say the good die young.
You can't count on the future, only the past.
To the victor goes history, cover up the misery. Oppress, seek oppressor for what's meant to be your memory. Placed upon papyrus or witness with your iris. Degraded through the grapevine, soured as the vine. Still recited by the pious with approval from the highest. Placed upon the food chain so slaves can buy a new chain. Freshly topped tombstones, then graves can get a new name. Spark a conversation after soaking it in butane. Searching for a new lane while waving at the past to be the wave of the future, but the tide's turning fast. Cops already purging in the streets without a mask. The stage is being set with only extras in the cast. The faint of heart can't grasp it, how the brave can simply laugh. The humor is the hubris to be first to carve a path and gas.
Making time out of nothing but everything. Can't is just a word that we never sing. Let it be heard, I make noise from the silence of light. Sights from the science of sound profound. Thoughts let's walk between the seconds they talk. I pay it no mind, I know the reference is off. I get my messages straight from the heavens and share them with my brethren in case they late to the session. Can you relate to the question? I can, just a man with a place for progression. Face it, bass hits for discussion. It's all the same shit, spaceships get percussive. I turn clocks with my muscles, move rocks with a chuckle, just watch no buckle. When time is a puzzle, then trust this. Life isn't measured, it just is.
It ain't like it little more say. Looking out through the window in the pouring rain. It ain't like it little more say. Looking out through the window in the pouring rain. It ain't like it little more say. Looking out through the window. nights spent alone, too many winters. You stare at the night. Too many winters and nights spent alone. Too many winters. You stare at the night.
Talking dirt floors, not roads, indoors, cold feet, no heat. Hoping the insulation got no leaks. Stove burning for 4 weeks, about to cut the gas off. Shawty got 6 kids, youngest with a bad cough. Daddy died of cancer, mama was his tiny dancer. Now that fairy tales Atlantis and nobody's got the answers and it's freezing. She's eating way too many dinners, chill. Walgreens, CVS, they don't sell the Benadryl for those codes. Ain't no subwoofers for those lows. No chimney for cocoa froze. It's framed photos all night. Bundle with her babies through the long night. The winner's no pretender, he is no bark. All bite, little Lucy was tall fight with Carl Christ. Mainline, but on the same dime, go to war come game time. She had to find the wheel to shine in the dark. Sometimes you need winter for fire to spark. That's all I'm saying.
Too many winters and nights spent alone. Too many winters. You stare at the night.
It's evident there's something heaven sent watching over me like the Secret Service watched the president. A resident of LAUSD, I was a hesitant little boy, a little coy, a little shy. Inner city schooling was the measurement of how I never measured up. I wasn't tough enough, I couldn't fight. I like to draw, I like to write, and there were times where something pulled me left instead of right. Avoiding ass beatings in the alleyways by candlelight. I thought of ways to mangle mics if I ever had a chance. Tenements of my mind filled with many me's telling me you can do it and no you can't. Back and forth, fast forward, legends on the road. I act a fool, I lose control. Should have lost my life, sticking my dick in the dirt. Dirty women and dirty drug memories tatter the walls to decorate the halls. Now that I've survived, angels in the outfield, that's why I'm alive. Sentiments of a fireplace during winter time.
Too many winters and nights spent alone. Too many winters. You stare at the night.
Warm my soul with this winter fire. Until the wheels fall off, boy, I never retire. Hired for a job that really has no finish. I'm bad, bro, without the bad bro image. Manifestations of a kid with foresight. Intentional aim, use my heat to make more light. Cause I never knew a cunning linguist to fit in with the crowd so we come distinguished. Get low like Mingus, the night glows as we sit around the campground and chant down evil forces. We're who the mic chose. You won't do shit about it, man. Can't tame these horses. Can't you see my breath breathe? Is it cold outside or is it just me? Through many 3 dog noches, smokes freeze. We keep it lit, toast to these. Oh geez.
Too many winters and nights spent alone. Too many winters and nights spent alone. Too many winters and nights spent alone. Shadows of loneliness, you stare at the night.